Our main programming for students is field trips, which I really like those because it's like a way of showing students that like what they're learning can actually be applied to the real world in some context.
You get to meet like where your food is coming from directly. You're not with a lot of our food, it comes from like the other side of the country, and we don't really know the conditions under which it's produced. So being able to like see a farmer and like talk to them about how they grow their food and stuff like that has been really cool.
We do field trips to the hub farm, and we try to connect the field trips with the curriculum. So, for example, we'll go to hub farm when we're learning about vegetable production, and then we'll go there and they'll have a harvesting project for us to do or a planting project for us to do. If we're going Bull City Farm, they are a local farm that specializes in cattle production. They also have sheep, chickens, various other livestock, but they focus on livestock. So we go there during our animal science unit, and we get to meet some of the animals. We even got some fertilized eggs from them, and that's where our chickens came from. So those are some ways that we tie in those field trips and community partnerships with our curriculum.
I found out about the Hub Farm in my first couple weeks as a teacher with Durham Public Schools, and I found out that no one from the culinary program had ever been there, and I was like flabbergasted. So immediately I started walking kids down there. We go, every month or every couple months, and we start to see what's growing, what's happening. And over the years, that partnership really developed to getting the students from the culinary program involved in the planting, involved in the scheduling, involved in the watering, involved in the weeding, so that they would see the work that goes into where these foods come from. It gave me an opportunity to familiarize students with a lot of products that they've never seen, they've never worked with. I have many students who've never seen okra. When that student is at the grocery store 15 years from now, whether they're cooking for a living or whether they're, an accountant, they're gonna see that fresh okra in the grocery store. And they're gonna say, I know some things I can do with that. Having that experience for someone who has never seen this product before is, I think, really, really magical.
Throughout our program and our entire time here at Northern's Culinary, we oftentimes go to the Hub Farm to see those ingredients that we get to get our hands on, and we can really get the farm-to-table experience directly and really get our minds on that as often as possible.
We, as the Hub Farm, wanted to give students the opportunity to integrate their vocational training in the kitchen with vocational training on the farm. So we really had like two extremely aligned missions, and it really grew pretty organically, that partnership.
When kids come here, I see them sometimes change. It's always good. Sometimes they don't know what to do because they're not accustomed to this environment. Not the outdoors, but in the outdoors in the context of learning. And so I see a lot more play and creativity, and there's less pressure on them to get the right answer. I see them coming up with a lot more questions. This place really gives them an opportunity to be fully curious and fully free from maybe what they feel is expected of them in the classroom, not because of what the teachers are doing, but because of the environment that's been created around them.